The Detroit Lions are here. Yo, dude, Oren here. We did it, Lions. We defeated the Kansas City Chiefs, the defending Super Bowl champions, at Arrowhead Stadium by a score of 21-20. And I knew it'd be a close game, but it wasn't a shootout like we all thought it was going to be, so to speak. Like there was a lot of exciting plays. Everybody that we expected to do things did things, like Patrick Mahomes, David Montgomery, Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and that beautiful down the middle pass that they always do, the bread and butter of our offense. David Montgomery, the strategy of running the ball, taking time off the clock, and keeping their Chiefs offense off the field for as long as they did, worked out perfectly. We got the win. It wasn't pretty, but we did enough. And I know people in the future are going to say, well, the Chiefs didn't have Jones or Kelsey, so you got lucky that they weren't playing. Guess what? I don't care, because they had Patrick Mahomes is all they need. And we were able to defeat him and Andy Reid. And the Lions put the whole league on notice tonight that they can compete with anybody. They can defeat the defending Super Bowl champs. They can beat with anybody. And they are a team to watch out for. A few things I did not like about this game, which I think probably would need improvement. The first one, Marvin Jones Jr., I did not think he had a really good game. He seemed like he dropped a lot of passes. He got the ball punched out by Trent McDuffie, which resulted in that fumble, which the Chiefs capitalized on. And then, he was probably the least effective as far as one of our players. And the other thing I probably thought could use some improvement was the Lions offensive line in general. The Lions offensive line is held to the highest standard. Like they're among the top in the league, and they are expected to be our biggest strength of the team. Yet it seemed like they allowed too many pressures on Goff at certain times, and maybe a penalty or two from time to time. And when I looked at the replays, I saw it was Montgomery that maybe got juked by a block or whatever, and that might have resulted in a sack too. But maybe some deeper dive analysis in there. But they got the job done enough. And especially like when that tight end was running across and they snapped it, and the timing was imperfect to where the ball hit that tight end and caused that shotgun fumble there. That was also needs improvement there. But the Lions did not score as many points as we had thought, but they did score when they needed to score, especially with Montgomery there. Like he was doing good at like running the ball, getting those 5-yard plays when it needed to, and pushing for it as best they can. And then everybody, the offensive line, the offense in general, with Montgomery really stepped up in that last drive when he scored that touchdown. So Gibbs did all right too, about as good as he could for a rookie. We saw flashes of what we would expect from him, from catching passes and running the ball and like around the sides and all of that. And the tight end, Laporta, also had a few catches on the slants down the middle, which were either first downs or close to first downs. The best pass, our best player, our bread and butter, Jared Goff, going back after the play action, tossing it down the field with Amon-Ra St. Brown, the slot receiver route, catching it for huge yardage and chunks. Josh Reynolds had some good catches too, and some key plays every now and then too. He didn't get past the ball a lot, but he got enough to do damage there. So even though the Lions didn't put up a whole lot of points, they did what they needed to do to get the job done, save a few errors and penalties here and there. The Lions defense really, really did impress me. They got a lot of pressure on Mahomes. It didn't start off that way at first, but the pressure gradually increased more and more. And you saw Aiden Hutchinson getting close to Mahomes. He didn't get the sack as far as I could tell from him, but he got a lot of pressures and, was able to force him to have to move around a bit too. Then Josh Pascal had that key play, that key stop, which made it that fourth down there too. So I noticed him there, and I was really high on him, and hopefully good there. And I saw Charles Harris do something great earlier in the game. I forgot what it was. Brian Branch did a phenomenal job. He got that pick six. Happy for him that. And then he got injured, and I don't know what's going on with him right now. Hopefully when I look at the Dan Campbell press conference, and hopefully he has an update and that he'll be all right, and it's nothing season ending where he'll be out for too long. Same with Levi Onwuzurike. I saw him injured there too, but both of them were able to walk off the field. So that does look like a good sign there. I saw a rotation of like Rodrigo and Barnes and Jack Campbell in there every now and then doing something. And Campbell had a couple of tackles I really liked, especially like your sumo wrestling takedown type. And Gardner Johnson, he had a role there too. He almost had almost two interceptions. So the defense did its job enough, and we knew Patrick Mahomes was going to do damage, but they were able to contain the damage enough. I was really worried in the second half that the game was going to blow apart and fall apart, but it did not. So, we got the job done tonight, and the Lions proved a lot of people wrong tonight. And I, as a Lions fan, as well as us other Lions fans, could not be any happier about it. So we got a big rest, but then a big game, the first home game against Seattle not this upcoming Sunday, but the Sunday after that. So that will be another big one. But for now, we are celebrating this victory, and everybody's going to be talking about us more and more now. And now we're one of the top teams in the NFC, maybe in the league, and we'll jump up power rankings and everything. And I'm just going to enjoy it for as long as I can. And hopefully this is the first to come of a really great season. So I'm going to sign out for now, and I'll catch you guys soon. Go Lions, one pride.